Have you ever wondered why some people seem to grow older but never truly age, while others feel weighed down by every passing year? What if I told you the secret to staying young in your 70s and beyond has less to do with the number of candles on your birthday cake and more to do with the simple choices you make every single day? Today, I want to share 6 powerful realities about aging, especially when it comes to social visits, daily habits, and the little things that make a huge difference. But before I tell you what they are, let me ask you this. Do you believe it's possible to feel stronger, happier, and more alive at 70 than you did at 50? Think about that for a moment, because in this story, we'll walk through the lives of 2 friends, Margaret and Helen. Both are in their 70s. They've lived long, colorful lives, but when it comes to aging gracefully, their paths could not be more different. And by the end of this, you'll see which path you're closer to right now. So stay tuned, and if you hear a point that resonates with you, write that number in the comments. For example, if you agree most strongly with point number 3, just type 3 down below. That way I'll know which insight hit home for you. Let's begin. Reality 1. Isolation speeds up aging. Margaret and Helen used to meet for coffee every week, but over time, life got in the way. Helen stopped reaching out. Her family moved to another city, and her phone stayed quiet most days. She thought, I'll be fine. I enjoy my own company. But loneliness has a way of creeping in silently. According to research, social isolation increases the risk of heart disease, memory loss, and even early death. The truth is, we are wired for connection, no matter how independent we think we are. Margaret, on the other hand, made a point to keep her calendar full. Even if it was just a 15-minute chat with her neighbor or attending a book club at the local library, she stayed socially engaged. She treated social visits like medicine for the soul. The lesson? Pick up the phone, call an old friend, invite someone over for tea. Social contact is not just fun, it's survival. Reality 2. Physical activity protects more than muscles. Helen always believed exercise was for young people. She thought, at my age, what's the point? So her days became more sedentary, lots of television, long hours in bed, and only short walks around the house. Margaret, however, found joy in movement. She wasn't training for marathons. Instead, she did light stretches every morning, joined a gentle yoga class once a week, and walked in the park daily. Over time, she noticed her balance improved, her joints ached less, and she even slept better at night. Science shows that just 30 minutes of light activity, like walking or dancing, reduces the risk of falls, boosts mood, and helps prevent diseases like diabetes and stroke. The lesson? It's never too late. Start small. Stretch while you wait for the kettle to boil. Take the longer route to the mailbox. Motion truly is lotion for your body. Reality 3. Nutrition shapes the mind. When it came to food, Helen often reached for convenience. Microwave dinners, salty snacks, and too many sweets. She figured, I'm old, I've earned it. But within a few years, her memory began slipping. Her energy dropped. Doctors warned her about pre-diabetes. Margaret took a different approach. She began to see food as fuel for longevity. Her meals were colorful, lots of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and lean proteins. She loved cooking soups rich in beans and leafy greens, sipping herbal teas, and enjoying fresh fish on Fridays. Studies reveal that diets like the Mediterranean diet reduce the risk of dementia and heart disease while boosting mood and energy. The lesson? What you eat directly feeds your brain. Next time you prepare a meal, ask yourself, will this help me think clearly tomorrow? And here's your chance to engage. If you agree that nutrition is the #1 factor in healthy aging, type 3 in the comments right now. Reality 4. Mental fitness is just as important as physical. Helen rarely challenged her brain. She thought crossword puzzles were silly, and she avoided learning new technology.
Slowly, she felt more confused when paying bills, struggled to remember names, and sometimes forgot why she had walked into a room. Margaret, on the other hand, treated her brain like a muscle. She joined an online language class, learned how to use a tablet to video chat with her grandkids, and read historical novels. Every week, she gave her brain a small workout. Research shows that lifelong learning, reading, and problem-solving exercises delay cognitive decline. The brain thrives when it's challenged. The lesson? Don't shy away from new things. Pick up a new hobby, learn a new skill, or simply read more. Mental sharpness is built, not given.
Reality 5. Preventative health is the best investment. Helen avoided the doctor. She only went when she was already feeling unwell. Why bother, she thought. They'll just find something wrong. Margaret was proactive. She scheduled her regular checkups, kept up with vaccinations, and didn't ignore warning signs. As a result, potential problems were caught early, giving her the best chance at treatment and recovery. Preventative care, including blood pressure checks, cancer screenings, and eye exams, adds years of healthy living. The lesson? Don't wait until it's too late. Prevention is always easier than cure. Reality 6. A positive mindset extends life. This final reality might surprise you. Studies show that seniors with a positive outlook on aging live longer, sometimes by as much as 7.5 years compared to those with negative beliefs. Helen often said, "I'm too old for that." Every time she used those words, her world became smaller. She stopped dreaming, stopped planning, stopped laughing as much. Margaret said something different. Why not? She joined community events, traveled with a senior group, and even took a painting class at 72. Her optimism kept her doors open, literally and figuratively. The lesson? Your thoughts shape your reality. Believe in the possibility of joy at any age, and you'll find it. Bringing it all together. So let's go back to our original question. Is it possible to feel younger at 70 than at 50? The answer is yes, if you live like Margaret. The 6 realities she embraced were 1. Staying socially connected. 2. Moving her body daily. 3. Eating for brain and body health. 4. Challenging her mind. 5. Prioritizing preventative care. And 6. Choosing optimism. These are not just habits, they are lifelines. Now let's make this interactive. I want you to choose one of these 6 realities that speaks to you the most. Write that number in the comments right now. If you think nutrition is key, type 3. If you believe staying social is the secret, type 1. Or maybe you're inspired by optimism, then type 6. This way, we can see which truth resonates most with our community. Final call to action. Remember, healthy aging isn't about denying the years, it's about making them count. Every choice matters. Whether you're 70, 80, or beyond, you still hold the pen that writes your story. So if you want more inspiring stories and practical tips for aging with strength and joy, make sure you subscribe. And don't just subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a chance to add another chapter to your healthiest life. And if today's story opened your eyes, share it with a friend who could use the reminder that life doesn't end at 70, it can begin again. The choice is yours. Will you age like Helen or thrive like Margaret?